What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up? This is the Talkers Podcast Unscripted. What's up, Los Angeles, California? What's up? What's going on? What's up, Gooch? We have the Gooch here. You still on mute, Gooch? You're mute.
Sorry about that.
How you been, Gooch?
Good, I've been good. And you?
Good. Before we start the show, I just want to say it's 71 degrees and the high is partly cloudy, believe it or not. Very cool.
I don't know how warm it is out here right now.
It's really warm over here,
Yeah.
partly cloudy. But before I say anything else, I just want to thank all the listeners out there. The Gooch and I really appreciate it. And thank you for all your downloads and listening to us. And we want to thank all of Europe, UK, Africa, and all of South America, North America as well. Thank you, all of UK. We appreciate everything that you're giving us. Thank you. How's your day, Gooch?
Good, kind of slow.
Slow?
Yeah, kind of slow. Just relaxing, hanging out. Did some laundry.
Yeah, same here.
What about you, Joe? Enough about me.
Well, I just got out of work maybe 2 hours ago. I was in a rush because I just wanted to get out of there.
Oh, really?
Well, actually, I lied. I got off at at 10 o'clock exact, and they were gonna turn off all the electricity because they're gonna fix the hub and all that stuff. The
Oh,
warehouse.
really? At work?
Yeah, so everybody has to get out and because they're gonna turn off the power and all. It's gonna be a power outage and all that stuff. And I go, oh, really? And they go, yeah. So I clocked out of everything and all that stuff. Everybody was going home. I was anxious to go shopping and all that stuff. And then I was gonna go to the elevator and stuff like that, And one of my coworkers, and I go, hey, dude, don't go in the elevator. Or, oh yeah, I forgot. I was about to go to the elevator. I was about to go in the elevator. I mean, because it was still on, right? It was still on. And I go, oh, shit, I forgot about that. Imagine if I would have gone into the elevator, they had turned it off, dude. Once we were going down the stairs, they had turned off the power, everything.
Imagine.
And I go, fuck. Just imagine if I would have been into the fucking elevator.
Oh, my God. That we wouldn't be able to do the show.
I wouldn't even gone to Vegas tomorrow, dude. I would have been probably still in the elevator.
You would probably still be in the elevator right now. What would you be eating? You know, you eat a lot. I know that.
I know, right? I'll be fucking probably eating my poo-poo, nah, it's good. But yeah, dude, I was just like fucking wondering what would happen, And people, I would have been like, hey, hey, help me. Everybody, can you hear me? Help me, please, help me.
Nobody knows the trouble
But
I see.
I would have fuck, dude. Everything went dark. I
Wow.
was like, shit, dude. I would have been fucking stuck.
You would have been Joey in a box.
Joey in the box and shit. Well, lucky my coworkers told me, dude. I go, fuck, hey, dude, don't go in the elevator. Though. They're gonna turn off the power. Remember? I go, oh shit, fucking, I'm a dingleberry, dude. Fucking moron.
Oh yeah, lucky dingleberry. So what's going on in the news there, Joseph?
Everything is going.
How the riots?
The reverse. I think, you know what? I think they calmed down already, dude. It's just, just a bunch of, people getting paid for it and all that. So they got caught on. Now the news story is, the ICE is trying to move into the Dodger Stadium. I mean, what a joke, And
Well,
right now they're protesting in front of. Now it's the Dodger Stadium, dude. Now it's Dodger Stadium.
Yeah,
Now it's this. Now it's that. These people are so fucking bored. They're out of their fucking mind, dude. I mean, Come on, you know they're fucking paid protesters. 55,000 people attend to the Dodgers Stadium to go watch the Dodgers. Come on, they're not gonna fucking protest the Dodgers because of ICE going into Dodger Stadium. And from what I heard, that I think the owner or whatever, I don't even know who the fucking owner is. They didn't let them in. Well, he wanted to let them in because they're federal governments and all that stuff. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right. But it's all a bunch of fucking politics, dude. This is all fucking bullshit.
It says what it is that can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, what it is that the Dodgers refused, the owners or whoever, the organization refused ICE to go in. They have that right to refuse them in.
Yeah.
The Dodgers organization, it's privately owned. It's owned by an entity, right? It's privately owned, so they can't just, waltz in there and start taking people because it's a private organization that's open to the public, right?
Yeah.
Which that brings me to the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet. There's a whole thing going on with the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet, and the kids love going there. And I don't think that when I get a chance to get down there, I don't think that shit's gonna exist because they're canceling that fucking place left and right.
Oh man!
And again, it's privately owned. The Santa Fe Springs Swap Meet, it's privately owned,
right?
But somehow, security or whoever, the owner, they're thinking the owner called and said, "Go ahead, let them in."
Really?
They're federal agency. That's not the case. They got to know their rights. It's a privately owned entity. And the federal government doesn't have right just to waltz in there and start taking people.
Yeah, right. Well, that's a different story, right?
It's kind of the same shit with the Dodgers and the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet. Same deal.
Same deal.
But I think my opinion, dude. I think the owner of the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet, I think they did let ICE in. They knew they were coming. I think they knew they were coming.
So
and they just let them in.
So is the Santa Fe Springs owner, is he a Trump supporter or what is it? Or is just
I don't know.
Maybe didn't want to get in trouble, dude. Probably you go.
Yeah, it's because these people don't know their rights. It's like your home, right? The police and the federal agencies don't have the right just to come into your house.
Right. Yeah.
That's the Fourth Amendment. Yeah, that's the Fourth Amendment. It's the same thing with the Dodgers and any store. They can't solicit. The federal government or the police can't solicit people to be like, "Hey, can I come in your house?" They can't do that. That's against the law.
Right.
But like I said, I think the owner of the Santa Fe Springs Swap Meet, I think they welcomed them. I think they knew they were coming, and they did what they did. And all in all, they only deported 2 people when they went, which still sucks, but whatever,
Yeah.
But I don't think like the vendors are going to be there anymore. They're canceling concerts left and right.
Right. So they're protesting the Santa Fe swap.
I think so. Yeah, they're boycotting. They're boycotting the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet. I mean, rightfully so. The owner shouldn't have let them do it. I'm assuming the owner knew about it.
Right.
I think he did. Because that's the only way they would go in there.
I think he just got summons to do it. That he
maybe, yeah. That's another assumption.
You have to let us do it, or you get summons to court.
Yeah.
How do you call that word? You're evading.
Evading. Yeah. What's it called? What's it called?
Help us.
Oh fuck, brain fart.
Yeah.
But I think he knew. I think the owner knew. So now when I get a chance to go to Los Angeles, I don't think the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet is gonna exist, dude.
Yeah, no. When the time you come in here.
Yeah, I don't think it'll exist.
But
we have a little clip. There's this one lady. She's reporting. She's just stupid. Play it if you want. She just drives me crazy.
Play the clip.
Stupid.
Okay, where is it at? Let me find it. Here it goes. Here's the clip.
Hi, I wanted to talk to Mr. Chris.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I have questions. Why was ICE agents allowed into the swap meet? Can you elaborate on that?
They're federal. It's federal government. I mean,
so you allowed them access into the swap meet?
We didn't allow them. We tried to stop them.
You tried to stop. How did you try to stop them?
We asked them questions. I mean, we couldn't. There were so many. We couldn't stop them.
You couldn't close the gate and lock it?
No, because there's people inside.
Yeah, but there could be a back way. There's exits, right?
Okay, if you want, I can give you my business card. You can send me an email if you like. Ask me
No,
questions.
I don't think the email will do the justice for the community because I'm recording for the community. Just letting you know that right now. And we.
Wow. Okay.
There's so much wrong with this little interview, if you want to call it that way. The chick should have just been like, why did you let him in? And when he says, well, they're federal agencies, bullshit. They're not allowed to be in on a private business, period.
Right. Yeah.
Unless there's summons, unless there's a signed warrant by a judge saying, hey, we're coming into your swap meet. Here's the heads up. Here's the warrant. We're coming in. But they can't. Security let them in because they didn't know their fucking rights. Yeah, again, that's the Fourth Amendment right. No, you don't have the government don't have the right to search and seizure any of your property, right. Unless they have evidence that you're committing a crime.
So, in other words, that they were supposed to get a search warrant to
barge into that to barge into the property.
Right.
So now the Dodgers did the right thing. They said, nope, no ICE agents. You guys got to go on your way. That's how you're supposed to do it, But these guys didn't know that shit.
The thing is, I don't get why they're still boycotting a Dodger Stadium.
Because they're idiots. They don't know their rights. It's just that simple, Yeah. They're idiots.
Because right now they're in Sunset Boulevard right now. You know what the Super 8 right now?
Yeah.
You know where you go to the entrance?
Caesar Chop. What's that? Chevy. What's it called? The Vince Scully, right? Vince Scully Boulevard.
I think it's by the Vince Scully one. But they're all protesting and all that shit and blah blah blah.
In my opinion, the Dodgers did the right thing. They turned them away. They turned the federal agents away because they didn't have a warrant to come into their privately owned property. Right. Period. Right. That's where the Santa Fe Springs swap meet fucked up. I think they knew the ICE was coming and they just let them in.
That's fucking crazy.
That's my opinion. I think they knew. Yeah. The people got to know their rights, and they don't.
The thing that made me laugh is because everybody was going on TikTok, and like they're trying to like instigate all that's protest against the Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
Try to promote it and all that shit. Like, come on, dude. You're trying to tell us not to go to see the Dodger game? Yeah. You're not gonna get me on that shit.
I don't
even go to the Dodger game, but I go see it on TV. This is what pay fucking. They should protest against the prices, not the fucking.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
All that bullshit.
But here's the kicker. All right, let's not forget, and all these protesters, a lot of them are Dodger fans. A lot of them are hardcore Dodger fans. They go there since they were kids. But here's the kicker: how the fuck was the Dodger Stadium built? The city of Los Angeles, before the Dodger Stadium was built, they had this place called the little town owned by by Los Angeles, the city of Los Angeles, called Chavez Ravine. Yeah, where there were a bunch of Chicanos, a bunch of Mexicans living in that little town before the Dodgers moved in. They underpaid all those poor people that were barely making it in society. They underpaid them to move out, so they can build the Dodger Stadium. Some got paid, some didn't. Meanwhile, the same people doing the fucking protests, they forget about that. Yeah. In my opinion, if you're a hardcore protester and you're fighting for a fucking cause, you shouldn't be a fucking Dodger fan. You shouldn't fucking back the Dodgers. You shouldn't even set foot around the Dodgers because what they did to the Mexicans and the Chicanos at the time before the Dodger Stadium was built. You know what I'm saying?
It's just when they saw it built up. Oh, it looks beautiful.
Oh, look, we have a fucking Brooklyn Dodgers are coming to Los Angeles. Now they're gonna be called Los Angeles. But never mind the fucking hundreds and hundreds of people that they kicked out the city of Los Angeles just so they can build the Dodger Stadium. Oh, let's forget about that. Fucking idiots.
True. Yeah. That's the thing that's bothering me right now. That they're over there right now protesting in Sunset Boulevard. And
it's all these little kids that don't know any better. It's all these little kids that think that they know because their parents are migrants. And, whatever the fucking case may be, they don't know. Yeah. If you're going to be a hardcore protester, don't be a Dodger fan. Because the Dodgers, and along with the city of Los Angeles, they got rid of all those people just to build the Dodger Stadium.
Jeez. Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah, let's not report that, huh? Fucking Fox News and NBC, ABC, and all that other fucking bullshit media.
That's fucking crazy.
You know?
But yeah, dude. I mean, they don't protest against that. They protest about stupid stuff, like
Oh, bullshit.
I don't know. All
But getting
bullshit
back to
stuff.
Santa Fe, I'll check it when I go down there. I'll check to see if it's still open, and I'll fucking waltz in there, and you know, there's a bunch of Chicanos that go there anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's be real about the shit. And some of the
That's true.
Chicanos don't even give a fuck what's going on. You know?
It's fucking crazy, dude. Like I always go to that pinup store. Always buy my suavecito.
Mm-hmm.
Now because they used to go to it used to be in Montebello, the pinup store.
Right.
So I used to go every after work Saturdays to get that suavecito pomade. Okay. And now it's not there no more at the mall. Now they went to fucking Santa Fe. She told me that, oh my gosh, you're going to Santa Fe? I'm not gonna even see you right there, because she always we always talk, right? Me and her every Saturday I always go see her and all that stuff, and she always tells me the suavecito. And that last moment she gave me a discount, because usually the suavecito is like about $18 where I buy everything, the pinup.
Right.
And she gave me a discount. She even gave me a comb too. So it was about what, $14. She dropped the
shit.
price, $3. Yeah. So now she's on Santa Fe now. So I go, the time I'm gonna go see you is when my brother comes down, because he loves going to Santa Fe Springs, the swamp meet there. Well, Santa Fe Springs. I mean, my bad. Santa Fe swamp meet, and so that's the only time I'm probably gonna get to see you, because things like that.
Yeah, and the kids look forward to going to that place. That's all. We always go there. When we get there, we either go on a Friday night or a Saturday morning, and just walk around and shop and do our things. And now all of this shit, I don't even think it's going to exist here in another month, honestly.
Right. I think it will.
You think so?
If you guys want to check out that pinup store in Santa Fe Spring, they have awesome clothing. They have the suavecito, all the old school Pendleton shirts out there. It's real good. So it transferred to Santa Fe Springs now. So it used to be in the Montebello Mall. I was all sad that it was leaving, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I'm not gonna see you anymore. Her name is Roxanne. She's on the pinup store right there in Santa Fe Springs, everybody. So check it out, and they have good clothing right there. It's the pinup store, all the rockabilly stuff from the 50s.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
I encourage people, watching us or listening to us, whatever, know your rights here in the United States.
Right.
Know your fucking rights. If a cop comes knocking on my door right now and he's fucking trying to smooth talk me to come into my house, no, they don't have the fucking right to do that. They don't.
Yeah.
Federal, state, or local don't have the fucking right.
Even when they want to search your car, right?
Yeah.
When you get a stop, they can't. They can't
They
search.
can't.
Your
They cannot
car
search your car
until you have a warrant. Right?
Yeah. They can waste time and wait a few hours if they want to fucking search the car, but until a judge signs it or a canine gives them a reason to believe you have something in your car. Right. But other than that, you're not allowed to let them search your car.
See, that's the funny. Remo knows about all these fucking laws about that too, right?
Yeah.
Because he knows about that. He mentioned about that in the early episodes.
Oh yeah.
That when you're in the car, when a cop stops you, they don't have the right to search your car because they have to have a warrant. So
it's like checkpoints, DUI checkpoints. Whether people like it or not, those are illegal.
Right.
Because what the cops are doing, they are forbidding you to continue to travel on publicly owned highways or streets and going about your merry little way. When they stop you for absolutely no reason, plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Remain silent.
That's true. That's true.
You don't have to give them your identity. You don't have to give them your identity unless you have committed a crime. Right. Suspicion isn't a crime.
That's true. Because they always do that, right?
Yeah, they always do that.
Because they look different, and
we have reason.
What is it? Racial profiling?
Profiling, yeah. If they tell you we have reason to believe that you have marijuana in your car, right? Well, bullshit. Well, then get a warrant or get a dog, one or the other.
Right.
You know, people need to know that shit, but they don't. They want to just bow down and, fucking yes sir, no sir, bullshit. No, fuck that.
Some of us are like gullible
Mm-hmm.
or gullible. I mean gullible.
Yeah, and it
Like me,
works.
I'm yeah. Like me,
know?
I'll probably be gullible if they stop me. Go. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know? As it is, I'm like that at work. Just imagine when they stop me, you know? But, yes, okay. Okay. Things like that. Yeah. But,
So I encourage the people to really know your rights. Cops are here to protect and serve. That's either local, federal, or government.
right.
Local, state, or government, federal authorities. Know your rights. It's fucking important.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that, a lot of police officers that they knock on your door and they force entry, right? Like,
Yep.
oh, we got a searcher. You have to have a search warrant. No,
Yep.
we could go in. You got to get a search warrant first, to come into my house.
Yeah, they'll sweet talk the shit out of you. They'll sweet talk the shit out of you so they can come inside the house and don't allow that shit. Because
You
then,
can even have like a murder in your house and they still can't search you, right?
yeah, unless they have a warrant, you know.
Yeah. What about the bunny hunters? Like, they have a search warrants for that? Is that legal too? Or illegal?
The bounty hunters are different. Bounty hunters are different because it's their money that they put up to bail people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say if I'm a bounty hunter, I'm gonna bail my brother out $10,000. Well, that motherfucker owes me $10,000 now, and he's gonna jump bail. He's gonna move to a different state. I'm gonna get him because that's a private company now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's different.
Any luck getting the nephew? Or what is it, a nephew or
Who?
the bunny hunter? What's his name? Dog?
Oh no, I haven't reached out to him yet.
Yeah,
I want to get him though. He seems like it seems like he'd fucking Justin. It seems like he'd fucking do it.
Right.
Yeah. So what's up with this Iran and Israel and the United States?
Oh, I know, dude.
Brother.
You know, I had a feeling that shit was gonna happen, dude.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What do you think?
But you know what's really making more sense right now is the sleeper cells, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the sleeper cells.
Yeah.
That's making a lot more sense now. And I'm sorry to bring in parties again. It's going to ruffle my feathers, but now it's starting to come to light where when Biden was in office, all the borders were open. Everybody was waltzing in here. There's 10 million. And when I say illegal immigrants, I'm not talking about Mexicans. I'm talking about,
like Japan, China, and Iran, and
Middle Easterns,
Islamic, Middle Easterns, and all that shit. Yeah.
I think I sent you a video about that, right? The sleeper cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like I was saying too about that. It's all connecting because it's. I'm telling you, dude. It's gonna be all this ICE thing. It's not about fucking immigrants. Let me tell you one thing. I think it's about concentration. How would you call it? Concentration camps. You know.
You think because we're part Mexican, we will be in a concentration camp?
I think so.
You think so?
I think they're gonna get everyone. Everybody.
Fuck it,
It's gonna
huh?
be a one. It's gonna be a one world government, and they're gonna pick.
Fuck it.
You know.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna come to that point, like Israel and Iran. You know, they're gonna say you gotta take the mark of the beast and all that shit. It's leading to that already.
Because what's going on right now, believe it or not, what's going on right now with Israel and Iran, because now Russia wants to get involved, China wants to get involved with Iran. All of this is biblical. All of it is biblical.
Yeah, it is. What is it, Magog and Gog or some shit?
Mogog.
Mogog
And
Magog,
I forgot
Loopy-doo.
yeah.
But
Because back then, Iran was called Persia, right?
Persia, yeah.
Because they're Persian people, Persian.
Right.
And then Russia was called Moga, I think,
Mogog, yeah.
or Mago or some shit like that.
Magog.
Yeah, and it talks about that in the book of Revelations. Huh?
You know, the funny part is, I just learned about this. The Iran was free since 1979, and that's when the Islamic came in.
Yeah.
They started fucking doing the Sharia law. And now they want to bring Sharia law to the United States.
And
then
for
as it
those,
is,
go ahead.
and as it is, when they bombed Iran, all the people were like, hooray to Trump, right?
Yeah.
Because of freedom, they could unveil, the girls, the women could release their shroud or whatever the fuck you call it. Things like that.
And for those who don't know what Sharia law is very dangerous, especially for women and gays. If the United States allow, or any state allows Sharia law to happen for the Muslims, all the women would have to cover up. We can only see their eyes, and they have to obey their husbands. The gays will be thrown off the 5-story buildings.
Jeez.
Decapitated, all the gays. And you have to live by what's the God? Allah, yeah. Everything Muslim.
Quran, you got to go into the Quran, right?
You have to go to you throw your holy Bibles away, and you're gonna just read the Quran.
Yeah.
They're starting to do that in fucking, I think, Minnesota, dude.
In Minnesota,
where they have loudspeakers and shit. Yeah. And everybody stops. All the Muslims stop and they pray facing, I think, southwards, and they start kneeling down and praying in the middle of the day.
Okay.
I think that's going on in Minnesota right now. Yeah. It's these fucking Democrats, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And yeah, they want to allow it too, dude. Well, here's the clip. There's sleeper cells, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Beware, everybody.
We got some breaking news just coming in that the FBI has increased its surveillance on possible sleeper cells in the United States of America. If you don't know what a sleeper cell is, they are basically Iran-backed operatives, and they are ultimately harmless here in the United States of America until they are called upon and a directive has been given. Their clear mission is to come here and live their life in the United States of America. But when they are called upon, and it's not just one, these are terrorist group organizations that have given their oath and their loyalty to the Ayatollah Khomeini. So even though they can make friends here and fall in love with some people here in the United States of America, ultimately their loyalty is to Iran, their loyalty is to the Ayatollah, and when called upon, depending on what the directive is or the order is, it could be as little as attacking one person's sovereignty, or a directive of a massive terrorist attack somewhere here in the United States of America. So this is not fear-mongering. We've always talked about this for years, all amongst ourselves. I'm not telling you anything different that you don't already know. But when the breaking news comes out that the FBI is starting to get heavily involved, meaning that they are paying attention, eyes on the ground, ears to the floor, boots on the ground, paying attention to what's going on and what's happening, the odds are, and possibly that directives might be coming, and you all must stay smart and you must stay vigilant. And I would even go to as far as saying right now, keep away from crowded areas, keep away from places where people are gathering. And, we got July 4th coming up, a lot of big events. I'm not saying stop living your life. Just pay attention to everything that is going on around you.
You know what? Okay. Before you have something to say about that, you know what I noticed today? Okay. Since everything fucking started about the ICE and all that stuff, I've been noticing that the traffic calmed down already.
Oh,
no one was on the freeway.
No shit.
Like it wasn't that bad today. I was like, well, what's going on? You know.
You got home at a decent time.
Yeah, I was in road raging. You know, and I got in time too. I'm like, oh shit, you know, no, the freeway was fucking really calm today.
Yeah.
Besides, there was a bad accident it just happened when I was on the freeway. It just happened that
Oh,
accident.
shit.
But besides that, but once I passed the 71 freeway, and then when I got to the 60, it was like empty. Like, what the fuck? What happened?
That's crazy.
Did we hit COVID again? You know? But yeah. And then when I went to the mall today, I stopped by to the mall to buy me some new Vans.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of like, where's everybody at? Like, it wasn't that empty. Though. I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit, but it wasn't that as packed, and it was as like on Saturday, you know.
Oh shit.
So it was like, you know, it was there, but not as packed and full like when I had like 2 months, no, like 3 weeks ago, before all this shit happened. It used to be fucking packed on Saturday.
Right.
Now,
Right.
it's not like the facilities. They calm down. No one's not going into their activities, facilities, whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying. People are scared, and it's sad, dude. It's sad. It's sad to see people get deported. You know,
It is.
but it happens everywhere. It doesn't just happen in the United States. Here, the last,
Mexico too, right?
yeah, Mexico too. It's
I heard
happening
about that.
right now in Mexico. The Mexicans don't want people from El Salvador, Guatemala, Venezuela, Cuba. They don't want people like that in their country. They're booting everybody out.
Right.
So why is everybody getting pissed about it's happening in the United States? It happens everywhere. Russia, Germany. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll say it. I said it once, and I'll say it again. That whole argument about this land used to be Mexico's falls flat on its face. Period.
Yeah. Right.
Because Mexico only owned it after they took it from Spain. The Spaniards, they only owned it for like 25 years, if that, and then they sold it to the United States.
Okay. Here's the other sleeper cells, and then I'm gonna talk about the something else too. Here we go. Here's another clip.
Sleeper cells. Friends, if you live in the United States, you need to be wary of sleeper cells. According to CBS News, the FBI says it is ramping up surveillance on Iranian-backed sleeper cells in the United States. Here's why you need to be cautious. Sleeper cells are a hidden group of spies or terrorists, usually sent here from a foreign government. They live very quietly, very sneaky. They even work among us. They could be your racist neighbors, you never know. They could be in your government, they could be in your schools, they could be in anywhere, literally anywhere. You'll never know it's them, and all they are waiting on is a signal. That is all they need to carry out their mission, normally a terroristic attack of some kind. Kind of think of them as undercover ticking bombs. Friends, all I'm saying is just please stay alert.
Yeah. It's gonna be open season on them motherfuckers, dude. If they ever fucking wake up and they get their call, open season on them motherfuckers.
Right.
They need to realize that the United States have 3 times the amount of guns and ammunition of the population of the United States, dude.
You know what? I was tripping out today that all the Democrats are like fighting back, going to like what's his name? That crybaby Padilla or Pendeja or whatever his name is, I don't know.
Alex Padilla.
But, yeah. And then we got AOC, her talking back to, well, arrest me.
Yeah.
Well, arrest me. Go ahead, arrest me. Go ahead, arrest me. What are you gonna do?
You know what they're trying to do? They caught up what Trump did. Okay, now that he got arrested, he got charges. Oh, he got famous, he got popular. Now he's getting popular votes. That's what they're doing. The Democrats. Now that Trump did, Trump got arrested or got charges and he got a popular vote.
Yeah.
Let's do the same thing.
They're trying so hard to win back their
love criminals,
Yeah, they're the Democratic Party is they're trying so hard to win back their popularity, and it's failing bad because when you have horse-toothed jackass like AOC and Gavin Newsom and know who's in hot water right now?
Who? Oh yeah. Tim Watts, right?
Yeah, Tampon Tim, Mr.
Yeah.
Tim Walz, the governor of
Exactly.
Minnesota. Yeah,
Did I get-
he's in
did I
hot
get
water,
that one?
dude.
Oh,
Do you have a
shit, I
video on
didn't
that?
No, I don't get it, dude. I didn't
No?
get it. I thought I
Fucking shit.
did. Fucking shit.
Okay,
Damn,
well, here's
you
the
know what, I
backstory
saw
on
it.
that. Yeah,
And I saw it. And I had it. I go, fuck.
yeah, the governor of
That
Minnesota,
he-
right?
Yeah. He's the one that did the hit, huh?
Yeah, he's the one that took that ordered that dude that killed the senator.
Well, because he ratted him out, right?
Yeah, in his
Shit.
manifesto, he wrote a letter to the FBI saying Tim Walz made me kill. I forget her name. We talked about it on the last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in hot water. I want to start seeing these dirty motherfuckers starting going to prison, dude. I want to see Hillary Clinton. I want to see Obama. I want to see Bill Clinton,
AOC.
Bush,
Newsom.
AOC, Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass,
But
Nancy Pelosi, that queen bee, that bitch.
But don't you think that this is what they're doing because they caught on with Donald Trump that he
Mm-hmm.
wants he's doing all these charges and they're trying to follow his steps because like he got the popular vote because
Mm-hmm.
criminals love criminals, right?
Yeah.
And they see when they still voted for Trump even though supposedly he got charges and all that stuff. He got the popular vote for that. Now the
Right.
Democrats saw that fucking take. Oh well, let's do the same thing. Maybe we'll get popular because the criminals love criminals. They love us. So we'll fucking let's do all this shit. Let's do all of this madre. Let's fucking cry. Let's go this. Let's go there. You know what I'm saying?
And
You think? What do you think about that?
that's
Correct me if
that's
I'm
a
wrong.
yeah, that's a possibility. Copy monkey
That's
see,
the-
monkey do kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's the only way you get popular in
Yeah.
in fucking social media or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean that's what I think.
And a lot of it's really fucked up right now what's going on with Iran. And the only reason why Iran's doing what they're doing, because this shit's been going on for decades, right?
Yeah.
But there was a lot of sanctions on Iran when Obama started as a president. On his second term,
Mm-hmm.
just before he ended his presidency, when Trump was coming in, he lifted all the sanctions against Iran.
Yeah.
And this is the one thing that the fucking Democrats forget. The only reason why Iran, the regime, not the people, the regime in Iran have this money is because of Obama.
That pallet, huh?
Yeah.
The
The
big pallet of
yeah.
money that they sent in the aircraft.
Literally $1.9 billion
Mm-hmm.
in cash were sent to Iran just before Obama left off, just days before Obama left
Right,
office.
yeah.
They sent cash to Iran, to that
Yeah.
regime.
I remember
And
because
then $450 million yearly after that of our
It's funny that-
taxpayers' money.
and it's funny how everybody don't see that part, huh?
Yeah, everybody forgets that part
Yeah.
because
And
it's
then-
Obama, the cool guy, Mr. Fucking
you know-
Division.
I think people they didn't want to say anything because if they will be against Obama, they would have said, "Fuck these, we're racist."
Yeah.
because he's
Okay,
a
I'll say-
black
I'll say it right now.
president.
I'll say it right now. Obama, he was the shittiest fucking president in the United
Well, everybody's saying it now.
States. Fucking Joe Biden.
No, because everybody's saying it now because he's not the president right now.
Yeah.
Everybody was just scared because I think because he was if they would have sat down and when he was on term in his office, oh, you're racist because he's black and this and that. But if Trump is white, they have they have the opportunity to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's racist and this and that. He's doing
Yeah.
this because he's white. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't know if I'm
Exactly.
making sense.
No, you are. You are.
But
But yeah,
I
no.
think that's why because I think that's why.
Obama is the biggest fucking race baiter that that we know of. He's the race baiter that the biggest one in this country, dude.
Mhm.
Oh, my brothers, you ain't gonna vote for Kamala, my brothers.
Oh yeah.
Talking to black people like that, like
Yeah. And
fuck
they
you, dude.
Yeah, they didn't like it, huh?
No, the black community didn't like that shit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. First of all, he ain't even from America. He's from Kenya.
Yeah.
That's already been proven.
Yeah.
And fucking Biden had auto pen. That's already been proven, and yet nobody's going to fucking prison.
Yeah.
I want to see people, these fucking politicians, start going to, starting with Nancy Pelosi and Gavin Newsom, dude. I think those two motherfuckers, those clowns,
Mhm.
need to go to fucking prison.
Yeah, you're right. They need to go to prison. The killer clowns.
Killer clowns.
That'd be funny if they. if they make the movie, well, they're gonna make I think a remake of the Killer Clowns.
Oh,
But
really?
with their face, with the president, like Kamala's faces
Oh,
and all
okay.
that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Painted on, that would have been funny. It would be funny like that, right?
Imagine
Obama's face,
Michelle Obama, her as a fucking puppet or a clown with big old
with
fucking
clown
penis,
makeup and all that shit.
a big old penis on her,
Yeah.
on him rather.
Oh man. Yeah.
We all know that. We all know Michelle Obama's a dude.
Well, didn't it's the what's her name?
Joan
Rivers
Rivers?
mentioned that,
Joan
and
Rivers?
they
Yeah.
they killed her after that.
Yeah, she
No.
died. I don't want to say about 4 or 5 months after,
Yeah,
under a simple surgery she was having, and she fucking died.
she was getting Botox or something like that.
Some shit. Yeah,
You know.
yeah, they killed her.
And then what's his name? Tim Waltz. I can't believe that. So he's really in hot water, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that, dude. They're saying the dude might be lying, but he did write a letter to the FBI. I think he's telling the truth. The media will only tell you that he's lying because it's the media, of course.
Yeah.
You know, but
That's fucking crazy.
that's crazy, dude. He was ordered to fucking kill that senator just so Tim Waltz can have her seat when he gets done being a governor.
Damn.
I mean, this is the same guy that wants tampons in little boys' restroom.
Gee.
And I often wonder when he's on stage if he has a couple tampons in his ass.
God.
Fucking dirty old fart. I wonder if he sniffs them when he's done with them.
Damn. You think he put some in his
Oh, if he's able to put that shit in little boys' restrooms in schools, in public schools, I think he uses them.
You think so?
Oh fuck yeah.
Is that why
Probably
he looks
fucking-
all like he looks like all pressured, like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. His wife probably uses them as tea bags for her fucking morning tea.
Yeah, it's a good one. Oh man.
Fucking dirty old man.
Jeez, man. Who in their right mind will fucking do that? You know?
Yeah, no shit.
Jeez. You fucked
That's
up
crazy.
big time.
What a crazy time, dude.
I know, dude.
What a crazy
we're
time the last
witnessing
4
it.
years. Yeah.
We're witnessing
Crazy
the
time.
prophecy right now too.
I'm ready, dude. I'm fucking ready. Me and my kids and fucking I'm ready. I don't want to pay no more bills, no more working. Just be done with it.
Yeah, you're right. We'll be this is
But knowing us, yeah, the world's gonna come to an end, but we're gonna survive to clean up the earth.
yeah, no shit, huh?
Knowing our
Because of their-
luck.
because of their mass.
Yeah.
But,
our creator's gonna extend our time. Well, we used to live 70 years old, but not today. You guys will be here
Yeah.
for another 150. Okay, la.
You know what? And I was thinking too that oh man, I brain fart again. But I don't know, just that it's funny. I when I said it last week, well, I know there's something big's gonna happen, like a earthquake or something like that.
Oh,
That's when the
Iran's
war
been
happened.
quaking.
The what?
Iran's been quaking.
Oh, I know, I heard, but they're saying that because of too many missiles that's hitting the ground.
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
It's a natural event.
Yeah, it's a natural event. It's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's because of the bombs. I don't think Israel has hit them with a nice sized bomb where it's gonna shake the entire.
Well, they're asking Donald Trump to use those bunker busters, right? But Donald Trump says that he's gonna have 2 weeks to think about it.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna mention something for 2 weeks. I mean,
I think he will do it.
you think so?
I think he will do it because Iran's gonna cross the line where U.S. citizens are gonna die, whether it be at an embassy overseas or something like that. It's gonna piss him off. Trump doesn't want people to die.
Yeah, exactly.
And he knows if he did that bomb, the bunker buster, people are gonna die. He doesn't want people to die. Why don't people understand that? That's the shit
Yeah.
they're okay with Obama going to war, starting wars, and this fucking shithead Biden, doing this shit. Well, it wasn't really him, but Trump doesn't want people to die.
Yeah.
And I'm
But
with
people
that.
People are making it like
Yeah.
the media's making it like
Yeah.
he wants people to die.
I'm with that shit, dude. I've always been anti-war, dude. Always.
Yeah.
Ever since as far as I can remember, dude, I've always been anti-war. I don't want no fucking wars, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Because people die. Innocent people die. For what? And this is one thing that that really fucking boils my fucking blood, dude, because you see it all over the internet, just like Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine. Now it's people we stand with Iran. Well, listen, the regime that's under control, that's controlling Iran, those are the people that need, the Iranian people want those people out. They want the regime out. They want to be, living civilly, because people there are getting fucking murdered. Women are getting raped and murdered. Kids are getting fucking killed because of that regime. If you don't do what we say, you're fucking dead.
Right.
People, the Iranian people were fucking partying. They were having it up at clubs, and they were having a good time because Israel was bombing the shit out of that regime.
Yeah.
People were celebrating.
And what was the deal? And I think it was the Iran Congress. They were chanting "Death to America," and they were burning the American flag. You do that shit?
Yeah, they've been saying, and that's another thing too. A lot of these fucking Americans are saying, we stand with Iran. Meanwhile, they're in their fucking Congress shit, and they're all screaming, shouting "Death to America."
Yeah, but if Iran would attack us, what would they say then? All the protesting, that stuff.
I'm almost fucking certain these fucking whack jobs will still stand with Iran, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. And
you know what bothers me about these protesters? They are, how do you call them? Shit. I don't know if you call. I found I'm saying it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Instigators. Yeah. It's another word for them. Instigators. They like to instigate their fucking agitators.
Agitators.
Okay, agitators. There was a female. Okay, we all know that you can't be on the road, stopping traffic. All right. Even a dog knows common sense not to fucking cross a road. It looks both ways. You know what I'm saying? And he knows. I think even the dog knows how to cross. Look at the street light.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a dog when it knows when to cross the street, and a cat too? But these fucking human beings crossing the fucking street, stopping a fucking car, and a girl gets run over, and now she's being a victim now. Now they're looking for the fucking guy who ran over her. And they go, I thought you guys are all about not having law and order. Now you want to call the cops.
Now you want to call the cops.
Charges.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me.
You know who was allowed to run protesters over?
Yeah, Florida.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You stand in the middle of the road, the driver is allowed to run them over.
Right. Yeah.
And you know who was out there the first couple of days of the protest in Los Angeles?
Who?
That chick, I forget her real name, but she played Stephanie on Full House.
Oh yeah.
She was out there like a fucking idiot.
I think her first name is Jody, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you get these celebrities like by Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, that idiot. You get these celebrities that are out of touch with reality. Okay, he's out there protesting about ICE and about how it's important to keep immigrants and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
These people live behind brick walls in gated communities with security, armed security. You guys are gonna take fucking advice from people like that?
Exactly.
I've
been saying that for a while.
Stupid.
Because they're in a fucking safe place.
Yeah, they're in a safe fucking place.
They haven't experienced the real, like the street, Yeah. They haven't experienced that.
They're out of touch with reality, dude, is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Fuck, there was something else. Yeah, there was something else I was supposed to bring up.
Your butt pics.
Yeah, it kind of does, because of heat.
Yeah, the moist, huh?
Yeah, you see me jiggle, it's because I'm trying to reach that itch.
Look at me, my butt pics too. I'm like this.
I almost want to sit on a brush.
Or sandpaper or what? Oh, shit.
Yeah, these people, look at, and this is another thing that really fucking bothers my mind, and you see it in the media all the time. Who's going to pick our fruits? Who's going to clean our toilets? Who's going to watch our children? This is all the same shit Democrats said back when there was slavery.
Right, yeah.
Think about that for a second. Well, who's going to pick our cotton? Because they wanted slaves. The Democratic Party continued to, that's why we had the Civil War.
Yeah.
Because the Republicans wanted no more slavery. They wanted to abolish slavery. But the Democrats wanted that shit. They wanted slaves. Just the same thing like today with the immigrants. And these people don't see that.
Yeah,
these people would rather spend $2 for a bush of cilantro because an immigrant picked it? Because they get slave wages. No matter how you
know what
slice
they
it, they get slave wages.
That's because like so they could get a less. They could pay the employer
Yeah,
less, right?
yeah. Yeah, the employee. They'll pay the employee
employee,
fucking pennies on the dollar. They'll pay the migrants pennies on the dollar. Meanwhile, the farmer will be fucking filthy rich
Yeah,
to sell his fucking, you know?
yeah.
That's what these
yeah.
people want. This is the whole argument. This is what they would rather see migrants get paid slave wages so all the vegetables can be cheaper. Instead of coming up with, like Trump wants to come up with all the farm workers who are here with no criminal record to automatically give them their papers, dude, to give them the green card since they work on a farm.
But
He wants to
but
give
it has
them
to be
their.
like it has to be like they have to been there for like what, like 2 years, 3 years.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. He wants to put that into law. Like all the farm workers that have been here, no criminal record. He just wants to give it to them, give them the papers, give them their status here. You know, that's the right way to do it.
Right.
You know,
And some of them go to the service to apply for the service. You want
Yeah.
to become American citizen,
Yeah.
automatically join the service.
automatically
American
get your
citizen.
citizenship. Yep.
Wait, isn't that supposed to be this? They were supposed to do that too.
I think so, dude. I think so.
Because I've been hearing too that they want to reinstate the draft.
I don't see that happening.
You don't think so?
No,
Well,
I don't. See
I
that
think so
happening.
because if the immigrants want to stay in this country, they're gonna reinstate the draft. You'll be an automatic citizen, U.S. citizen. They used to do that back in the '60s. You know,
Right.
you know.
I mean, it's a
they went to
possibility. You
Vietnam.
know? Yeah, it's a possibility. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm shooting my kids in the foot. And I have all boys, right?
Yeah.
I'm shooting them in the foot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Come here, little fuckers. Bah. Can't go.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I mean, other than that, the freeway was cool. I came
That's
home, you know,
That's
it
good.
was just right. But the only thing that it was a fucking accident. It just I was there and I just saw it, boom, right in the back. That's what happens when you tailgate. When you're fucking there's traffic. These motherfuckers tailgate and they drive fast. These motherfuckers think that they're fucking speed racers. They know how to control the streets. They know how to control their car. But once they tailgate and they make an automatic stop,
Yeah.
especially when they don't fucking use their turn signals,
Yeah.
they fucking hit you in the back. You know. I mean, you know what? I wanted to roll down my window and say, "Wait, I gotta do this good." Oh, wrong fucking effect. Hey, you motherfuckers! That's good, you stupid idiot! Stop dropping fucking fast. Stop driving fast, you motherfuckers! I felt like rolling down my window. Hey, fuckers! That's what happens when you're driving fast.
Hey,
Okay.
say with that sound effect. Say, hey, you can't park there.
Hey, you cannot park there. Bro, Dodgers, go, I'm a protester. Go, Dodgers, go, yeah. Go, Dodgers. Let's go, Dodgers.
Let's go,
I'll
Dodgers.
be right there, Dick. In front of everybody. Let's go, Dodgers. There you go. Now I'm
Good.
acting like an idiot.
Yeah.
I think I'm acting like an idiot more than the protesters are doing.
Well, you would fit right in.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, I should be a protester. Where do I sign?
Yeah, shit. Maybe you'll get paid.
Yeah.
You know, ever
No
since that.
embarrassment, no shame or anything.
And you know, the shit that we bring up into the podcast, you won't hear it in the mainstream media. Like
No.
for example, like Doge, right? Doge eliminated the USAID shit, right?
Oh yeah.
Now they're saying that the Democratic National Committee is going fucking broke.
No shit.
Yeah, because that's where they used to get their fucking money. All the corruption, they used
Oh,
to get it
shit.
from the USAID.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Nice. Fucking idiots.
Damn.
That's what they're saying. So
Well, we'll see.
we'll see.
What
Do we have
happens
any
in
more
future.
clips before we go?
That's the last one, Gooch. Oh yeah. My bad. Oops. You know. Okay. The one that's getting me, I want to see this. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that JD Vance is prepared. He's running. He's gonna brainstorm in this shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Take a look at this clip. All right, it's like, you know, with a clown Newscomb.
Yeah, governor of California.
Okay,
You big
I got
dummy.
that clown effect. Asshole. Yeah. All right, here, but here we go. This is a clip with you know. This is just in. Gavin Newsom challenges JD Vance to a debate as soon as possible.
JD
How about
Vance
that?
would JD Vance would completely annihilate that stupid son of a bitch, dude.
Right?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
dude.
And that clown Newscomb,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I mean, what do you think, Gooch?
The thing is that, you know, this motherfucker Gavin Newsom has been the governor of California for almost 10 years, right? His term is almost up.
Okay.
And I've been out of the state for almost 20 years, right? And every time I go back, each time I go back, California just took a shit, dude. It's just total dog shit. You know, the corruption, the homelessness,
Yeah.
the drug use. You know, and like I said in the past podcast, dude, you can have a guy on a bus stop in Los Angeles smoking meth in front of everybody,
In front of
but the
children.
cops will give a ticket to the guy drinking a beer
Jeez.
or jaywalking.
And Remo mentioned that too, right?
Yeah. It's like, what kind of fucking sense is that?
Right. Yeah.
How stupid. You know? It's just
And you look at we'll finish.
their
I'm sorry.
policies, dude. It's just the Democratic policies, you know?
And you know
I
what?
don't know. Stupid.
And Newscomb wanted this fucking riot to happen. You know why?
What's that?
Because he wants money.
Yeah.
He wants to now he wants them to pay the government to pay him for the damages that they did. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? I mean,
Yeah,
whose
they're-
fault is that?
They're blaming they're blaming
Thank you, rioters.
Yeah, obviously they're blaming Trump for the riots in Los Angeles because of ICE. Of course, they got to blame someone. Never mind fucking Newsom and Karen Bass. You know how they did the fires when the wildfires were going on? They did a horrible fucking job.
Yeah.
You know?
And the thing that boggles the mind that he sued Trump, but he won the battle. About sending the guards over there, right?
Yeah. Gavin Newsom lost that shit. Trump won, and then Trump sent more fucking troops over there.
Jeez, man. What does that tell you guys out there, all you viewers out there? What does that tell you? You know, common sense.
Common sense.
You know. Yeah, baby. But hey now,
Are we it, Mama?
we are it, and we are done, Gooch. We are it. But like I said again, everybody, stay vigilant. Stay cool. Go Dodgers. All right. Go Dodgers, everybody. Yeah, they won. Well, they lost yesterday, but oh wow. Oh no, they won yesterday. My bad. And I'm a Dodger fan.
Yeah, right.
You know, I forget. Well, dude, I gotta go to work, man. Shit.
Yeah.
The next day, I didn't see the whole game.
And
But, go ahead.
like I said earlier on the podcast, know your rights.
Know your rights.
Know your fucking rights. These are rights. These aren't privileges. You got to know your rights. Like the whole shit with the Dodger Stadium, ICE going there and shit. And then it said, like I said, Santa Fe Springs swap meet. I know the owner for a fact that motherfucker knew ICE was going to show up.
Yeah.
But it's private property, but nobody knows that. Nobody knows their rights. Nobody wants to fucking take the time to study their rights. And, you know, these are God-given rights. Never mind the Constitution. You know, they're there for us.
True.
Know your rights.
True.
Then that goes for
Know your
federal,
rights,
state, and
everybody.
local.
Know your rights, everybody. All right. So, any final words you gotta say there, Gooch, before we leave the show?
Yeah, I just strongly encourage the people here in the United States to know your rights. The Constitution is there for a reason, but there are God-given rights. This is what we were given. It's not a privilege. Our rights can be taken away. Don't drink and drive. Hallelujah.
There you have it from the Gooch. The words from the Gooch, the old wise man.
No.
All right, everybody. This is it. I want to thank all the listeners, all the viewers out there that tuning us in, and all the people who are listening to us on our podcast. You could find us at Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube Music, and all podcast platforms out there. And all I can say is thank you for all your downloads, all of Europe, Africa, North America, South America as well. Thank you guys out there. And I gotta say that is support our show, spread the word. This is the Gooch and Joe, the host of the show, The Talkers Podcast, Unscripted. Bye. Hey now. Hey now.
Nice! Nice!